Welcome to our employability class for class 10th. We are going to learn the chapter Entrepreneur Skills, and in this chapter we are going to learn about the functions of an entrepreneur. There are many types of functions in entrepreneurs. So first is entrepreneurial functions. So we are talking about the first type of function, that is organization building and management. This is a basic function because when an entrepreneur has to build up a business and he has to start a business, he needs to fulfill all the basic conditions, that how, from where the cost can be arranged and how the cost can be reduced and how the losses can be reduced and increase the benefits. So this is a basic requirement to start up a business. So this comes under the organization building, right? The next is a managerial, or the managerial skills are also required for an entrepreneur, because if the organization is little big and he needs some more people to work under him, so he needs to hire the employees, right? So this is the function, or this is the activity, or this action is to be performed by the entrepreneur, and this comes under the managerial management function. If we talk about the organizing the factors of productions, so what factors are organizing for the productions, how production can be increased and what are the basic needs for the production, talking to the people and from where the production can be done, and what are, from where the raw materials can be purchased, and sourcing the finance, from where the finance can be arranged. So this is the beginning part of starting a business. The second is the risk taking. Risk taking is the next function. A person or entrepreneur should have capability to take the risk. So he should plan his business, he should taking the responsibility and planning in such a way that the loss or mishap may occur, and he or she, means I'm talking about the entrepreneur, and he should be capable of handling that also. So he should plan in such a way that the loss or mishap occurs very rarely, and it can be, loss can be of very less, and he should play the functions to develop a certain risk taking appetite and taking calculative risk to reduce the adverse consequences. So he should plan in such a way that the risk taking appetite and taking calculative risk, and it should be reduced. The next is a innovation. Entrepreneurs should innovate new concepts, new products, new series and designs and ideas, so that he can earn more business by showing something new into his product. Because as you know that designs of any of the product matters a lot. The people get attracted by different designs and the qualities of the product. So innovation should be there to increase the business. Next is a promotional functions. If we want to increase our business, for that purpose promotions has to be done. So idea discovery, the first step towards the entrepreneurship is discovery of a business idea. An entrepreneur comes up with a business idea, think about the ways to implement it, thinking about the business idea and how it can be implemented. What is the idea? What is a new idea to increase the business, and how can we fulfill it for calculating the profit? The next is the detailed investigation. It should not be that we listen from anybody that this is a very good business and we can start it. No. Detailed investigation should be done before starting up a business, because we should know about the work or the business which we are going to start. Without any knowledge, the business will never grow. Next is assembling the requirements. So what are the basic requirements for starting up the business and to increase the profit? That requirement should be assembled by the entrepreneur, and he should work for it. He should have qualities to plan in such a way that he continues to get gains, and he would be able to get the raw material from the companies to hire the people and finding the right people and to supply the product, right? So he should have that capabilities too. Next is the finances. Raising capital for a business is one of the core functions that entrepreneurs person themselves, not just at the initial stage of the business, but even to grow and scale the business. First, the requirements of finances are estimated, right? Suppose I am going to start a business and I think that 1 lakh is required for that business. So what will be the next step? The sources for which capital will come are determined. This includes calculating the long-term and short-term finances requirements and considering the debt equity ratio, right? What does it mean? It means, suppose I have just told you that I am going to start a business and 1 lakh is the investment for that business. But later on, if I don't get money from the market back, so what do I have more money to invest? Because when we are talking about the business, starting up a business, the finance matters a lot. So the entrepreneur should maintain a ratio between the income or finances and the debts. Next is a managerial function. He has to work as manager also, means he should have some managerial capabilities as well. First one is the planning. An entrepreneur documents a business idea in the form of business plan, and he should have a service. He should provide a service description, operations, marketing, finance, accounting, growth plan, etc. All these are the parts of planning, right? A businessman serves a guide to determine the business objectives and course of action. So he should, the planning always helps a businessman to what, when, how and who of doing a specific task. What exactly he has to be done, when it is the right time to invest some money, and how it can be, business can be grow, and with whom the business is to be done, right? So all these parts are very, very important, and these comes under the planning function. Next is organizing. Organize the things. The planning is the first step. Next is organize. How to organize? Organizing is the managerial context, refers to setting specific and attainable goals and objectives to be achieved by different departments by each employee. It is about arranging, directing, guiding, coordinating and controlling the key business activities. How the organization can reach high? It can be reach high by arranging the things, by directing. Proper direction should be there, proper guidance should be there, and coordination has to be maintained with the employees in the employer or the entrepreneur, and he has to control the business activities. What is going on? Are the employees working properly? And is somebody is doing fraud in the company, or everything is going well? So organization and controlling the activities is also an important function of an entrepreneur. Next is the directing. Directing means giving the initiative and the planned action. Directing is about initiating planned action and ensuring that each employee is performing effectively. This also includes doing continuous performance reviews and organizing tasks according to the plans. Yes, the entrepreneur or the owner has to keep a check on the employees, whether the employees are working properly or not. For that, he needs to check their performance reviews, right? So it is completely a part of the entrepreneur to run a good business. Next is a staffing. Staffing refers to different sub-processes around the human resource management, and it is about the manpower, planning, recruitment, selection, placement, training, transfer, salary, promotion, payroll, appraisal, etc. This is all about staffing. If I'm a businesswoman, then I need to plan how many people I need. So that is a manpower planning. Suppose I need 10 people in my organization, so I need to plan about this. Now I will recruit the people for it. After recruitment process will going on, and after the recruitment means interviews and tests will be conducted, and after that the selection process will be there. So after selection, the selection of the people or selection of the employees, the placements has been given. Suppose 2 people are for accounts department, 2 people are for production department, like this. And so if they are freshers, so every company works on a different parameters. So a training session has to be given to them, that in what way our company works. Okay, so if any person is not doing well, then the transfers of the departments can be there, and the fixation of the salary. And if few people are doing well, then the promotions are to be given, and all their salary increments, etc. All these are the parts of staffing. Next we talk about the leadership, right? Leadership is more of a skill than a function for an entrepreneur, as he or she has to lead, guide and supervise people who work for the business. As a leader, an entrepreneur guides, directs and influence the work of others to attain specific goals. The leadership quality should also be there for an entrepreneur, because he is a person who has to control the people, who needs to supervise the people who are working in their organization, just to get the perfect satisfaction. Next is the communication. Proper communication should be there. He should have communication skills as well, that whatever the owner wants to convey to the people, he should have that capability to transfer the ideas, so that he can get the best results from it. Next is the supervision. Supervision has to be done on the employees, that whatever the work has been allotted to them, are they working properly or not. Next, the motivation. So motivation, just to give the motivation to the people, he should give some prizes or some awards or some bonus kind of things, so that the people get motivated and they work with more efficiency. Next is the coordination. Some coordination should also be there, that if some people or the employee wants to give their suggestions to achieve the target or which are good, so he should be given chance to coordinate with the authorities, so that the work goes well. And sometimes it really helps the organization as well. Controlling, the entrepreneurs should have control on the entrepreneur and set the performance standards, that its standard has to be maintained, and the performance should be checked at time to time, and proper training should be there just to increase the efficiency. Now we'll talk about negotiation. An entrepreneur negotiates terms and conditions for many parts of the business, such as the payment terms and timelines, salaries of the employees and vendor quotations. So that's all for today, children. I hope you have understood the functions of entrepreneurs. Thank you so much and have a nice day.